Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Pokemon White. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I myself am doing amazing. If you did not catch the last episode, I would definitely recommend it. I know I say that every episode, but this is probably more important than normal because we got two new team members. We got Charlotte, the Sigilif, and we got Crush. There's Tortuga. I swear I don't remember Crush, like him saying his name a lot. I just obviously remember Finding Nemo, so I'll have to get used to it after a while. It's kind of like Zuck, you know? The fact that I named Drillbur after Mark Zuckerberg is kind of funny. Probably should have named him after Andrew Garfield's character in the game, or in the movie. But, you know, I just kind of, I don't know why. I just really thought that Zuck was a funny name, and now I can't remember it, so whatever. We're good. But yeah, I put the EXP share on Sigilif because I want it to get some XP because it is level 20 and the rest of us are like at least level 25, so hopefully it'll get up there a little bit. Of course, if you can't predict for the next gym, it won't be the most useful thing in the world. And in fact, for the gyms so far, I'd say we haven't really had a huge upper hand. I mean, the first gym we did have our Panpour, which was good against the Panseer, but for the most part, we've been kind of winging it. But this gym, we actually do have one of the best counters. In fact, I'd say probably the best counter you can get in this game for it, which is insane. Because the fourth gym's not really known for being easy. In fact, it's kind of known for being a little bit hard. So I feel prepared, especially compared to normal. So we're going to get that, and it'll be great. And here's a little thing over here. This is the exit to the other part of the Relic Castle. But if you'll see there's a Pokeball up there. I think that's the TM for Earthquake, which is cool. You actually get that way later in the game. And of course, it would be useful now, but a little bit broken, so we'll wait for it. There's an item up here. A Super Potion, always nice. Yeah, I'm not ever really gonna make sure I get every gym, Pokemon trainer, of course. Gosh, I'm messing up my words today. I apologize. My brain's everywhere, but I hope I can get as many trainers as I can, but I will not rush to get as much as possible. And so you'll see me maybe go through some routes, but if I miss a trainer every now and then, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, but we're not really going for it too much. Oh, critical hit, geez. I was going to say that does a lot of damage. I should reconsider using Maractus. A random question. I try not to ask like questions of the day for every episode because I think that's a little tacky and dated compared to like nowadays stuff where people ask like real questions, you know, comment down below this if you made it this far, you know, dumb stuff like that. But for the most part, I want to know if you guys are familiar with runs where you kind of just box your starter, and do you do that a lot? I personally never really do that, but I think it's super interesting to do, especially since I've been looking more into Pokemon speedrunning, which of course I've been a fan of Pokemon speedrunning for a while. I'll talk about that in a second, actually. That'll be fun. But there's a certain speedrun category in the category extensions called like alternative starters, and I think that's interesting because each generation has like maybe 10 to 20 Pokemon where you can start with them alternatively and then see how fast you can beat the game. One cool thing, I know Sword and Shield had a ton, but one of them was Arcanine, and I thought that was interesting. I was like, whoa, Arcanine's an old Pokemon. It's probably not going to do amazing in the game, but they did beat it really quick, which is cool. But yeah, alternative starters are fun. I know, I forget who, but someone of note boxed their starter in Black and White 2 and used a Riolu instead. That was an interesting run for sure. I thought that was dope. But that's always fun to do. We can actually bring out Crush because it knows Crunch. It's kind of cool that they give you a level 25 fossil in this game, which isn't like remarkably high, but it is higher than I'd say what they give out for most fossils. I know in what is it, in the Gen 1 games they give out like level 20 or something ridiculous after the 7th gym. It's insane. Yeah, our special defense is lowered if you remember from our ability, I think. No, it's not. That's a Sigilyph, sorry. But Crush in general doesn't just have it doesn't have amazing special defense, so we will be taking a lot of damage on the special side, but it has excellent defense, which is something I was looking for. So I think on our team, Superior and Crush will make a pretty good defensive core, which of course we're not trying to be competitive or anything, but I think that keeping those two on the team and sponging a lot of hits. I mean, they do kind of cover each other's weaknesses for the most part. Like, I know Superior definitely crushes all of Crushes, but I don't know if Crush covers all of Superiors. I'm already calling it Superior instead of Servine, that's funny. And its name is Juno. I should be calling it by its proper name, that's so rude of me. And yeah, our other Pokemon are super offensive, which is cool. I mean, Sigilyph kind of is, but yeah. And like you saw last episode, oh shoot, we're gonna die. That's okay. Like I said, we want to keep our friendship up, but it's not the biggest deal. Yes, Douglas died, that's good. Charlotte's 21 already, jeez. Air Cutter's a good move. Let's see. Yeah, let's forget, I don't know about Whirlwind, because there's a lot of setup Pokemon. I don't think I'll ever use Tailwind, so I'll keep Whirlwind for now at least. Because I don't see myself ever using Tailwind. I mean, it's okay. Sweet. And now let's go past her and maybe get a Firestone. I don't know. Is it down here? This is a weird, like, kind of maze-ish. It's kind of odd that they just kind of threw this in here, but I like it, so it's okay. Oh, I was, I think this was last episode, sorry if it wasn't, but as you know, I'm scatterbrained. But, I was thinking about, excuse me, sorry, you guys are just so boring, no, I'm kidding. I was just thinking about the different type of cities and like routes in Pokemon games, and one of my favorites that I didn't really talk about is like Wela Volcano Park in Gen 7. It's cool because they offer like 5 or 6 different fire types early in the game, and I think that's so cool because for the most part, I think out of the 3 starting types, fire is easily the hardest to like kind of scatter throughout the game because you'll kind of see them in neutral areas. Like, they do some cool things, like I love how Daramaka's found in a sand place. I think that's dope. But for the most part, I keep saying that. I think that's my filler word for the day. All in all, I think that Gen 7 did the best with finding a place for fire Pokemon, which was cool. I like the whole fire, water, grass thing they did earlier in the game. That also makes team building in Gen 7 pretty easy compared to most games, which is cool. I think if I had to give certain games the worst for team building, I'd say Gen 2 is easily the worst. I think Gen 8's pretty decent, especially with the wild area, actually. Okay, it's really good. It's probably like Gen 6 levels now that I think about it, but yeah, Gen 6 and Gen 8 are probably top. Same with Gen 9, maybe. I haven't played Gen 9 enough to really know. But Gen 2 sucks for team building. Gen 3 is not the best, because I feel like Gen 3 has a lot more just crap Pokemon that no one cares about. Which, I mean, their designs are amazing. Don't get me wrong, but no one's ever going to use a Banette. I don't know. That's kind of a bad example. A Beautifly. I should have said Beautifly. But we did get the Firestone, which is always nice to get. I just like getting items when I remember where they're at. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I've spent copious amounts of hours in Cerebi looking up items for certain games because I need certain Pokemon, and I finally find them. Then I just put them in my long-term memory. So it's pretty great. But yeah, Gen 2 is hard to play. For a while, okay. For a while, I said that Gen 2 is my favorite because I feel like Gen 5 wasn't really clicking with me at the time, because of the limited decks and the limited Pokemon that you can actually get. Now I appreciate it a lot more, especially with the newer games, for sure. But I never said that Gen 5 was like the worst, I would say. It was always one of my favorites. But Gen 2, I feel like it's getting a lot more hate lately, especially with, I think Pokemon Challenges was the one who made a video on it and how much it sucked or whatever. Which I don't think Gen 2 is like the worst by any means. I think Gen 2 is amazing. But I do get how it's kind of overrated, and I feel like my opinion has shifted the older I've gotten. But especially with team building, it sucks. Because everybody's team is going to be Starter, Ampharos, Evolution. What else does everyone get? Crobat. I think Crobat's pretty popular. Those are all Pokemon I use on my teams for sure. I also use a Piloswine slash Mamoswine. That's a fun Pokemon to use. And actually, interestingly enough, I've always used Houndoom, which you can't get till the Kanto part, which is interesting. I enter the Elite Four with a Ho-Oh in my team usually, which I don't like using legendaries, but in Gen 2, it's a lot easier to use the legendaries than most games, I'd say. So yeah, we're leaving the desert resort now, which is good for us. So let's go ahead and head north and see what happens once we get through this part. Hopefully we won't get as much encounters as we did last time. Let's actually circumnavigate the sand. Okay. And cool. I hope nobody comes and meets us up here. Well, other than the backpacker. I mean, he's essential. Backpacker Toby? Jerome. Dang it. Sorry, Jerome. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry. Did not mean to get your name wrong like that. My bad. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, Juno's at the front. I forgot. I had in my mind that Zuck was #1, but I guess not. Zuck's such a stupid name. I may change him to Mark. I hate saying Zuck. It's a stupid name. I will say Crush Crush is probably the best Carracosta name I've ever heard in my life. It's probably popular, but I just don't really know. What's a... I should have thought of a mole name. Or like a... Oh, I should have done realistic names. Crap. So sad. Hey, look at that. I do like this part, though, because you don't see the professor outside their office a lot, but Juniper's here, which is epic. And she's giving us Ultra Balls? Yep. There we go. Which is cool. This is early in the game to get Ultra Balls for sure. Sweet. And then she's like, don't complete your Pokédex, but you're going to complete your Pokédex. Don't worry about it. But you're going to do it. So it's kind of funny thinking that, like, in the main game, in the main game trying to complete your Pokédex. I've never done that. I've always done it afterward, because that's just a personal preference, and here we go. So this part's cool. Because you enter this town, the first thing you see is just someone getting assaulted by Team Plasma, so let's go ahead and beat them up, like always. Their theme and, like, emblem is so cool. I can't think of any other games that really did that other than Heart Gold Soul Silver comes to mind. I think Platinum did it quite a bit, but I don't know. Yeah, these guys are under-leveled as heck, so we're good. I guess we're going to be like 20 levels higher than everyone, that's okay. It will be nice, though. Like I mentioned earlier in this series, once you get to the post-game, for some reason, the Pokemon are just way higher leveled. Like, I think, if I remember, it goes from, like, 45, 50-ish to, like, 60 or 70 really quick. It's insane. Like, if you go, well, west of Nimbasa, which is funny, we're here, but if you go west of Nimbasa, you'll actually, or east, sorry, east, you'll fight Pokemon that I think are, like, level 60 something. It's insane. Pretty sure that's where you can just catch, like, a Pupitar, which is fun. But hey, look, we're actually going to use Charlotte. It's insane, because Psybeam is OP. And Charlotte has a super high special attack. So there we go. Yeah, this is the part of the game where we start one-shotting things. That's epic. I like that a lot. And we don't need to fight both. That's insane. And look, we got a bike! So much fun. I love the bike. Cool. Yeah, it's the daycare man, right? That's cool. Uh-oh. Not Bianca. She's so chaotic. So, she just told us to go to the Pokemon musical, but actually, it's not what we're gonna do. Because you know me, I never do what people tell me to do in this game. And we just registered the bike, so now we can go easy peasy. Let me think. I'm gonna put Crush Crush first. Like, Tortuga especially isn't the... Oh, do we have to go there? Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought we could have just went wherever, but that's okay. I was going to check out Route 5, which is fun. It's so slow. I should have just gone up. I don't know what's wrong with me. Wait, do we have to do the musical? Oh, we do, don't we? Oh, that's annoying. Pretty sure in the Hoenn remakes you have to do a musical. If I remember correctly, I think you do. That's awful. I hate that. Yeah, we do. Who should we pick? I think objectively Crush Crush is the cutest Pokemon we have, so let's go for it. Time to play dress up. Woo! This is weird. Okay. What should we put on it? I just want to pimp it out so hard. I say Maraca. No? Okay. It doesn't have limbs, I forgot. Bow tie? Nope. Wait. That was a necktie. I meant a bow tie. Okay. Top hat's funny. No belt. We can't do anything. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's cute. Oh shoot, no. Oh, we'll do it on the side. That's cool. Glasses. Nerd. Honestly, I think that's perfect. Less is more in fashion. Okay. So we don't need to do the musical. That's sick. Thank God. Okay, so get ready. This is probably the most emotional part of this part of the game for sure. Bianca's dad. Whoa! That's Elisa! The Nimbasa City gym leader! That's insane! Yep. It's cool. Yes, sir. So emotional for no reason. Jeez. Really hits you in the heartstrings, right? Cool. So now we can actually do stuff. We're actually going to go to Route 5, like I said. Hopefully no distractions anymore. And we are going to beat up some trainers, so let's do it. This one's fun. I think she gives you something. I forget. Or she like lets you try food. Something like that. She has all the monkeys, I think. Yep. So we gotta stay away from Pansage. Crush Crush does not like grass types. For sure. Give me the Omni Boost, please. That's all I need. Okay. Leech Seed, that's okay. Should I go for it? YOLO swag, guys. YOLO swag. Oh! I'm legendary. I got that YouTube thumbnail type of thing. It's insane. Now we have Pampor, which I'm going to switch out for Pampor since we are lead sheeted. It's kind of annoying. So let's go out to Juno. We have a good lineup so far. Jeez. We were just missing a fire type. Wonder when we'll get that. And you're done. GG though. GG. Good game. Now she doesn't give us anything. She's like, screw you. Oh yes, the Harley Quinn. Love him. I miss them. I think we may have fought one in the forest or something. I don't know. But they're funny. For no reason. Oh, screw you. You suck. And if you guys don't know, Aqua Jet is a priority move, which is nice. I'd love to keep that on Crush Crush. I probably will. But the fact you could just go first is insanely good. We are slow, so it's really nice. Let me see how much damage it does, because I'm curious. Crunch actually will do slightly more damage, so let's check this out. Yeah, that's not amazing. Oh, Iron Defense, that's not good for us. Okay. Poison Tail does jack squat. Yeah, get that out of here. Terrible move. Such a terrible move. Don't use it. I mentioned in the forest that I really... Oh, dang it. That I really like Scolipede. Fun Pokemon to use. Haven't used them in a playthrough, though. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. We'll see. If you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe, maybe tomorrow we could get a Scolipede on the team. That would be insane. Now I have something better than Scolipede in mind. I know, right? Better than Scolipede. Who would have thought? Let me check. Do we have any like Pecha Berry? Oh, antidotes. Cool. I will take that. Thank you very much. We have a ton of super potions. Let's just get healed up real quick. That'll be lovely. Let's see. Trainer up here. Oh, there's actually a backpacker up there hiding by the tall grass. We'll have to go fight him. Oh, Musician Preston. That's crazy. Not a good matchup. Okay. Crush Crush will be utterly useless against the next gym. Wow, they got me with Pursuit. It's not going to do much, but okay. Yeah, like I said, the next gym will be Cake. We have 2 Pokemon that are really useless against it and 2 Pokemon that are really good. I may just use the useless ones first just to get a little bit of damage on them, but we'll see. And you're done. I love Zuck, but he does have a crappy name. I feel like we've established that this episode. Get better with your names, me. I went for 2000s movies. I'm still doing 2000s movies. I commit. I commit. GG. Oh, yeah. Randomly, you can get props for the musical. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't really care for it, but I don't do musicals, so... Also, the funniest thing that they just threw in a game that I kind of love, that I was thinking about when we were at the musical place, is the fact that in Gen 4, you go to the, it may be the contest hall, I think is what it's called, and your mom's just there with the ghost leader. It's so weird. She's just like, hey, I actually leave the house and I go places. I don't know. I also wonder, like, how far away these cities are from each other. Because they're probably far if, like, I don't know, I think in one game it's like you're a few cities apart from your hometown and they're like, whoa, you're from there? So it must be, like, quite the journey. I wonder if it's, like, the difference between, like, provinces or states or something like that. Just, like, how far away they are. But I don't know, people make a big deal out of it. So, if our mom just randomly goes a few, like, maybe even countries over, just, I don't know. Can't be too far, right? I mean, it's a region. Regions aren't that big. Nah, it burst my mind, for sure. Now, this guy's a painter, right? Show me your art, bro. Horton? That's a funny name. Oh, he has a Sigalith. That's insane. Let's exchange numbers. Let's do it. Actually, okay, like, having water moves and rock moves are great, but the fact we have Crunch is honestly a lifesaver. Because, oh my gosh, Whirlwind. Because the fact that we can actually the fact we can destroy psychic types now is amazing to me. I love that. It's insane. Please destroy me. Okay, good. Thank you. I'd say that Gen 5 has a lot of my favorite animations for most moves. Like, I'm thinking of random ones. Trick Room is amazing in this game. What else? I think, like, oh, what is it? Like, is it Flare Blitz? The one where, like, it's kind of the comic, like, type of boom animation or whatever? That's really cool. But there are some moves that suck. Like, Whirlwind has a terrible animation in this game. I like it when there's actually, like, wind. This one is just like confetti for some reason. I don't get it. But I guess some person on the team said it would be cool if it was confetti, and someone said okay, and they okayed it. Bad decision, but okay. Okay, Minchino's cool. I do like Chinchino quite a bit. It's a fun Pokemon. It's just, I don't know, normal types have a lot of personality, I think, compared to most types, which is weird, because normal's like basic. But I feel like they overcompensate in that way. But whenever I think of, well, at least the cool normal types, are we not able to run because we're that slow? That's insane. But, yeah, whenever I think of the cool normal types, like, you know, Snorlax, Jigglypuff, Clefable, all of them, I definitely think of Minchino in there because, I don't know, it's just one of my favorites. Probably because it was the first Pokemon I really ever saw. When opening this game, you know, she throws out the Minchino, I'm like, whoa. And then whenever I found that in the wild, I was like, that's on my team. So, pretty sure I used it, but I could be wrong. It's a fun Pokemon, though. With that Skill Link, Bullet Seed, Tail Slap, Rock Blast, all that, dude, you can't beat it. But I'm so glad we can one-hit Munas now. That's amazing. I've been wanting to do that for years. They're so OP for no reason. We're not teaching screens, we're good. No, thank you. I don't think I know of anyone who's ever used Light Screen or Reflect legitimately in a Pokemon game, other than Reflect in Gen 1, where some Alakazams kinda used it every now and then. But I don't think I know of anyone in like a normal playthrough who just said, yeah, I'm gonna do screens on my team. And it's like, okay, whatever, you know? It's like, you're cool. Yeah, it's just a weird pair of moves to, like, use actively. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. Now let's fight this backpacker. And I feel like there's no trainers on the left there, but even if there are, we'll probably never really deal with them, so we kind of ignore them. But our levels are getting more and more aligned, so that's good. Palpitoad, a weird-looking Pokemon. I don't like how its, like, belly's a part of its face for some reason. I don't know. And it also has those weird spots on its head. I think Seismitoad's a lot better with, like, the two. And then it just has, like, those arms with spots all over them. I don't know. Palpitoad's just a weird-looking Pokemon to me. I can't get down with it. Not my favorite. And also, it's probably my least favorite ground water type. Because, you know, you got Quagsire, of course. You got Swampert. Those two are the best. And Gastrodon's pretty cool too, actually. I can't think of any more, but yeah, Seismitoad is not my favorite, especially Palpitoad. But Tympole is a fun Pokemon to look at, especially its 3D sprite. I remember being in awe. I was like, oh my gosh, Tympole in 3D, that's insane. So actually, before I forget, let's round back to the Pokemon Center real quick. Because I want to buy something that I've been talking about buying since like one of the first episodes. We're going to go to this guy right here, and this is the Technical Machine Shop. And let's see, the only one I want is Return, but yeah, they don't really have anything else I want. But Return is an amazing TM, and I would always recommend everyone to just get it here. because it's so easy. And it's a move in a playthrough, at least, that just gets better and better the more you raise your Pokemon. So you can't really go wrong with that, you know? Let's teach it to all my physical attackers, honestly. Let's get rid of Wide Guard. And let's teach it to Zuck. Let's get rid of Slash. And I don't think we fated enough to where, like, Return won't do, like, any damage. I think it'll do a decent amount. Because what, it has to be at least, like, 70 base power at this point? I think that's pretty good to start out with. So we should be good. And we can go ahead and forget Slam. Cool. And of course, it's 100% accuracy. That's all you can really ask for, honestly. So yeah, we got Return. Epic. And now we are actually going to go up here to the right to Route 16, which is an easy place to forget about. I mean, it doesn't really have any bearing on the story ever. And you can honestly kind of just skip it if I'm thinking correctly, but yeah, it's a place you can go to. I like going to it just because there's more trainers and I like finding the trainers. But yeah. Okay, we're intimidated, so we're going to do no damage. Let's switch out to Drilbur. I want to see how much Return will do. Because Herdier has like a pretty basic defense stat, I'd say, for Pokemon in this stage of the game. So let's go ahead and find out how much it'll do. And also, I feel like Drillbur's died a lot less than Servine has. Well, I could be wrong. I don't know. Let's use it. Decent damage, yeah. If it two-shots most things at this stage of the game, I'm cool with that. I'll take it. It also has cool animation, which I'm not sure why the move Return inspired them to do, like, 2 ducks and then, like, going out of Pokemon. That doesn't really make sense to me. Ooh, Rock Slide. That's amazing. We are forgetting... I say we just forget Rock Smash. We can always teach it back if we really need to, but... I want to keep, at least on some of my Pokemon, normal type moves this early in the game, because still, you can't really get, like, perfect coverage or anything. And even if you do, some of your moves are going to be lacking, so you don't really need to rush all that. I actually don't think I want to go back into Lostlorn Forest, because there really is nothing there. And I think it's a pretty big mirror of Pinwheel Forest for, like, wild encounters. There's not really much up there I can think off the top of my head that you can't get in the original one. I know there's like one Pokemon that's kind of cool, but I don't want it, so I'm good. It's whatever. Oh, wow. Cool. Do I have a Mystic Water or anything? I don't think I do. Or a Heartstone? Nah. Like I said, I want to get good items on my Pokemon. Oh shoot, bite me. We'll have to keep searching, because I think the really good items are locked to the Battle Subway, which sucks. Because I don't think there will ever be a world where in a playthrough I will try and, I don't know, like get really good items for my Pokemon. Because why would I? I don't really need to. This game's not that hard, so I mean, I can just go with it. But if I'm doing post-game stuff, I probably won't need to. I mean, I know Black 2 and White 2 have stuff that would be nice to have, like, good items for. Like, something that comes to mind is Black Tower or White Tree Hollow. Those two suck. Wow. I remember... Okay, so if you don't know about those areas, I'll talk more about them when we get to those games, of course. But just a little sneak peek. It's a maze where it changes every time. And I didn't know it changed every time. So imagine for like hours, I was searching online like a map for Black Tower. Because I was like, I really wanted to complete it just to get the shiny Gibble and say I did it. Because that's something I never did. And so I was looking everywhere like, come on, give me a map for the Black Tower. And then eventually a really old forum post, someone said something, like someone asked the same question, someone commented, dude, it's random. And I was like, that's why I couldn't find anything. I checked Cerebi, Bulbapedia, the other one I'm not thinking of. Which one is that? Not Smogon, obviously, but it's maybe like something like that. I forget. It's like the third lesser used Pokemon database place. I checked all of those, and I couldn't find anything. Because the description was just like a picture of it, and it was like, this is a place you can get a shiny if you do it. You can fight Benga and then destroy him. And I was like, okay, cool, let me do that. And they said, hold on. So I was like, okay, fine. We'll call it there. But then I finally did truck through it. I remember the last few rooms, I think there's about like 30 rooms you have to do. Anyways, however many there is, the last few, I remember I got insanely good luck, and in fact, on the last room, I didn't get backtracked once. Like, I was going the correct way the entire time, which was insane to me. I just randomly picked places and it was perfect. And I got so hyped. I was like, yes, finally. So that was really cool to experience for the first time. I was like, yes. Oh, let's switch out though, because I'm about to die. So, let me get out. But yeah, that was fun. It's a fun little area. And I know it's post-game for obvious reasons. I don't think that you should really get a free shiny during the game, which Legends Arceus did do it, which was cool, but for the most part, I think that big tower, if it was like scaled with levels anytime in the game, if everyone was like level 20, that would kind of suck, but they're like high leveled. I think like 70 or 80, and they have good competitive Pokemon. It's insane. But that's probably the only one of those areas I've ever really done, because I'm normally just scared of them. So, oh, I could be wrong, but Lostlorn Forest may be behind like a TM or something. I think the Strength Boulder was actually what's covering it, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong though. That's just maybe something that I'm just making up in my head, but it gives me a good excuse to ignore it, right? Oh wait, he may have Poison Point. I'm gonna switch. Charlotte, your time to shine. Charlotte is almost Crush Crush's level, so we'll probably need to take the EXP share off pretty soon. But getting everyone to 25 this episode is something I definitely wanted to try and do. This is like the XP episode, I swear. We did some story stuff, obviously, but mostly we just got a ton of XP, which is sick. I love it. I don't know, like, hardcore Nuzlocke are interesting to me, and I did do, like, well, I didn't do a hardcore Nuzlocke, but I did, oh, what's it? Retro Arc. Yeah, the achievements that come with that. I did, like, half a hardcore Nuzlocke thing, or hardcore, like, gym battles, sorry, on the Gen 2 games. I did it up until the 4th gym, and I was like, this isn't really fun for me, because trying to, like, balance levels was just, like, not that great. I instead kind of like being rewarded for going out of my way and fighting all the trainers, which I know is kind of a weird type of way to justify like over leveling, but I don't really mind over leveling or anything. And yeah, I think it's fun. Now, if I remember correctly, one of these houses actually has something cool in it. If I remember, what item was it? Maybe a stone of some kind, like a shiny stone. Let me check real quick. What is this building? Battle Institute. Oh, that may be it. I forget. There's something cool here. I'll probably check off camera, see if it's anything of note. Go look up like Cerebi or something, I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. It's been a productive one. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will hope to see you in the next episode of Pokemon White, where hopefully we take on the gym leader and win. So, I appreciate all of you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.